Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Nashville Reviews here at Sobros Network. I am your host for the evening, the editor-in-chief, Big Natural Stoney Keeley. You can follow me on Twitter at Stoney Keeley. Follow us collectively at Sobros Network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube. We're everywhere, not hard people to find. And, of course, check out SobrosNetwork.com. Joined tonight by Nature Boy Brandon Vick.
How it do?
Do well. We just came from a new sports bar in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and we were going to share our thoughts on said sports bar. It's a place called Cats. Now, if you're familiar with the Mount Juliet area, it's a pretty interesting spot. It's actually built atop where the old elementary school used to be in Mount Juliet. It's not built on top of the elementary school.
That school ain't there no more.
They tore it down a long time ago, but like I said, if you grew up in the area, if you're familiar with it, you remember that old elementary school. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a long time.
I actually kind of forgot.
They tore it down, and for a long time, it was rumored that that's where the Lowe's was going to go in Mount Juliet.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It didn't. They end up building a shopping center, and this is what, the third place to go into this spot?
At least. We
So
know
Piranha's was the first.
Okay, and then Eagle's Nest was the
Eagle's
second.
Nest.
And then I do think this was...
And this, now, we've arrived at Cats. So
and that's with a K. I don't
with
want
a K.
people to be confused.
Yeah, pretty interesting. It's like something, you can't get anything to stick in that spot. So interested
we'll
to
see.
see this place. Brandon and I both live east of town, so that's why you're seeing a lot more of the Mount Juliet centered reviews right now. We just did Catch 22 a few weeks ago, and did Cats tonight. What else did we do? We did. Oh, honey. Did you?
That was a cat. Speaking of cats, that was a cat.
Let's, instead of me rambling, trying to remember what we've written.
No, let's talk about other Mountain Juliet places we may have been to in our lives.
The police station.
There's a Publix on Lebanon Road.
Damn it. We have two Publix in Mount Juliet.
That's right.
One in Providence and one on Mount Juliet Road. Lots of good Mexican restaurants.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were going to put them in Publix. I was going to say, what? But yeah, listen, they're hidden spots that most people probably don't know about, even if you live in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be real. For the longest time, Mount Juliet has needed a decent nightlife scene, somewhere to just go get a few drinks and have a good time. I don't know if you classify a sports bar as nightlife, but for Mount Juliet, like how many years was fucking USA Sports Bar the only place you could go?
Yeah, is that still there?
I don't know.
But yes, you're right. That was the only place that if you wanted to go to a bar close to your home.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, this was a real trash hole that you could still smoke inside.
We should go do a review of USA.
God, I'll have lung cancer. It'll be the last review I do.
Anyway, the point being, we need some cool beer spots in town. We need some good bar food in town. And over the last several years, we've seen that sort of scene emerge in Mount Juliet with places like The Goat and Jonathan's.
I think Jonathan's was the first kind of
Jonathan's was the first, yeah. Well, and it was that transition from Wow, which is a place, World of Wings, that we used to go every Friday night. That's right over there in front of the movie theater. That place closed down, and Jonathan sort of absorbed
and I think took
everything in town.
And took, it looks like business from Buffalo Wild Wings. It's across the street. Yeah. This has become a Mountain Juliet layout of restaurants.
Well, but the
I
thing
know,
is,
I get it, because Cats is a place like that is needed.
Yeah, and when you first mentioned this spot, when you discovered it and brought it to my attention and said maybe we should do a review of this place, because people are always on Facebook asking for recommendations in Mount Juliet. And I thought, you know what, this is the kind of place that Mount Juliet needs, and it's centrally located. You're not on either end of Mount Juliet.
You're not stuck in the Providence area.
Yeah, you're right there in the middle. Good location. So we decided to go check it out. Which brings us to our actual review. Brandon, what were your first thoughts upon walking into this place? Just the look, the vibe, the atmosphere. What did you think about the ambiance?
Well, I mean, it was booming.
Yeah, it was busy. Well, it was trivia night. It's trivia night. Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, they've got, you walk in and there's a pool table, a couple of arcade games, and there's this big kind of blocked in booths that fit quite a few.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just tables and a bar. So, I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would say it's a pretty intimate spot. I mean, it's nothing huge. I mean, the places you said with Jonathan stuff, it's not like that at all.
No.
It's got some odd decorations. They're kind of trying to get the southern feel.
Yeah, a couple of deer heads, moose.
That's all you need to know.
Elks.
Wagon wheels.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked it. Again, it's something different, and it's not. I mean, it was loud, but it's only because they were blasting music, which was pretty damn good music. But I think it was the DJ. I think it was the trivia DJ.
Yeah, we had a sing along to "You're So Vain."
Yeah.
And yeah, but you're right. We should be responsible. That could have been the DJ for trivia.
I feel like it was.
Yeah, we don't want you going in there on a Thursday night
thinking there's going to be kick-ass music.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I thought it was a decent atmosphere. It's pretty clean. I don't know if the place is new or not. I don't know when they actually opened.
I want to think it was sometime last year, so I'd say maybe months.
But it was pretty clean, like you said. It kind of had a good sports bar vibe. It wasn't like anything posh, like extravagant you're going to find if you go downtown.
Yeah. Well, and even like that kind of goat that's not. This is. Yeah. It's very low key.
Yeah, very low key, very laid back. Thought it was a pretty friendly atmosphere. I mean, people were smiling, people were having a good time. We even had a lady come up and politely ask to borrow our ketchup. You know, just kind of got the sense that, hey, we're all friends here.
Maybe it's more for the community.
More for the community.
Maybe.
Yeah, you got the sense that there were some regulars in there. And that's
I think some that live for trivia. Maybe they're there every Thursday.
That's a good sign.
I will say that the other time I went, they had a poker tournament. Like they had 2 tables set up kind of right up front. And so it seems like they got something going on every day of the week to try and get people in. And I'm going to, and you know, I mean, anybody that halfway gambles, when you're sitting there and you're ordering drinks, trust me, I'm sure they made a ton that night. But yeah, it was that was fun.
We made it there just in time for happy hour to end. So I was able to get 2 pints of Blue Moon for $5. It was a pretty fucking good deal.
That's one of the things. A friend of mine is the one who suggested going there the first time. He talked about their happy hour, and it's actually a really good one. Yeah. And they actually will take off for food too.
Really?
Yeah, that had $2 taken off the last time that I ordered before 7. And I mean, it was dirt cheap. So this is not an expensive place at all.
So what did you get for dinner?
I got the chicken tender basket.
Okay, because you're 12 years old.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, here's the thing. It's probably just me. I'm a picky eater, but the chicken tenders they're good size. They give you 3, and it's actually all right.
Decent basket.
But they're the kind that you kind of like you bite into and you tear off.
Kind of dry.
Well, some of it was like a lot of it wasn't, but it's almost like it just doesn't just fall off, or like the crispy kind where, you know, you bite and it goes through, and then like, you know, this one it's kind of like you get some and then you might get some stuck in your teeth, and I don't like chicken tenders like that. I'm sure everyone probably knows this, but like Red Lobster has the best chicken tenders, and if anyone's ever had those, you'll know what I mean. But this one was, you know, some of it was too crunchy, and other it was fine, but then it was almost like I don't know. It was okay, but that's not the way I like them. But their fries, I don't know what's on their fries.
Fries were good.
But they were really good.
Seasoned, they were a little crispy, but not crunchy.
Yeah.
I got a Reuben, and I loved the way that they cooked it because it almost had the texture of like a patty melt. Like,
see, it reminded me of like a grilled cheese.
Yeah, and
it was. I didn't know what it was.
It was really good. There was a lot of sauerkraut on it.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, the sauerkraut comes on a Reuben.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like.
You just don't like it. Yeah. So, I did the sauerkraut to corned beef ratio was a little off, but I thought it was really neat the way that they cooked it because it did. You're right. It was kind of like a grilled cheese patty melt style sandwich. And we got wings to start off with, and the wings were the best part of the meal. I mean, it's good. Like, they're not Catch-22's Cheerwine red pepper wings, but the mild sauce is what we got in it, and they weren't greasy. It wasn't messy, saucy. It was like a very...
That's rare.
Yeah,
I don't even eat wings, but That's rare when someone says they weren't that messy.
Yeah, it was very lean chicken, tasted good, and like I said, it was the best part of the meal. I don't think I would put them ahead of Catch 22's wings, but if you're looking for good wings in Mount Juliet, it's better than the places you're going to get in Providence. I mean, they were that good. So I'm eager to go back. They have a sweet and spicy sauce that I'll probably go back and try. Again. Yeah, but for the most part, I mean, it's bar food. You're not going to go in there and expect some exotic menu.
And they do have sandwiches and salads. Yeah. I mean, they do have I had the chicken quesadilla the first time.
Yeah.
And it's good. I mean, again, it's plain. You put sour cream and stuff on it. But I kind of feel like.
But for bar food.
Right.
It's above average.
Right.
It's what I said when we were eating. It's
agree.
Like, this is above average bar food.
And I think some people would love the chicken tenders, or it's not quite like, I wouldn't go back and get them again.
Yeah.
But I've seen, the burgers look good.
Yeah.
The chicken quesadilla I know is good. And the wings, they like the
wings were good.
The one thing I think I want to try is they actually have catfish. It actually looks pretty good, but they do catfish and then catfish like nuggets.
Okay.
And
I didn't know
supposedly
you loved
they're
catfish.
good. Yeah.
Surprised
I used to get it
things.
Cock of the Walk. Should go review that.
I love Cock of the Walk.
But yeah, so I still think you would find something that you like. I mean, and like I said, everything's very reasonable. So
yeah, and I felt like that was kind of what this spot had going for it, is that it wasn't just one thing. It was kind of the combination of things, like having somewhere where you could go have a couple beers for cheap and get above average food that's not going to have you shitting liquid later.
Well, and I know all about that, but but I mean, some of that same stuff is at other restaurants, and they're $12.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you said, the bar food, it is above average, but honestly, I kind of agree with the whole Providence thing. Like, I mean, between Jonathan's Corner, I mean, it's all relatively the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Jonathan's pizza's fucking delicious.
It is good, yeah.
But there's something for everybody, and they have the one thing I'm actually kind of surprised, they have a pizza, but it's like a quesadilla flatbread pizza. I don't know if you saw it on the menu. I looked at it the last time, and it has like beef and pico de gallo, everything like that. And I thought, I'm really surprised they don't have like pepperoni cheese and then maybe a specialty one.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, maybe you can order it different.
Yeah.
But that's what they have. And for everything, I was kind of surprised they didn't have just except for like with kids, and then especially people that go and watch the games.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy sell, but I was kind of surprised by that. But give that one a try.
I thought the value of this place was excellent. I mean, we had, I paid for myself and my girlfriend. We had 2 entrees, my sandwich. She got some sort of grilled chicken sandwich or something. We had the order of wings, and then I had 2 beers, and the tab was $34. What did you come out of there spending?
Mine was chicken and a Coke with tax was $12 even.
That's,
I mean, you still can't.
You're not going to beat that.
No.
And even if you had gotten a beer, they were 2 for $5.
Right. So
you would have come out less than $15.
Yeah. If you didn't get the Coke, it was probably like $10 maybe, and that's tax and everything. So
really good,
easy.
Really good value. It's good for a spot like this to be in Mount Juliet because you get those meals at the Goat and Catch 22. It's good. I think those are the 2 best meals in Mount Juliet. But you get something like this, and you don't have to go spend an arm and a leg. You can just eat some junk food, some above-average bar food, have a couple beers,
and
not spend too much, and go on about your merry way.
And it's one that, like, the last time I went, it wasn't that bad, which, again, we did go on trivia night, so it's booming, but it's still not the same noise level that Jonathan's is at the bar and the Goat can be. Yeah. Like, you can still hear it. Now, granted, with trivia and the music and stuff, but it is, I mean, like I said at the beginning, it's more intimate. And for people that especially live in Mount Juliet, it's a little hideaway where a lot of people probably don't know about it. Yeah. And that's kind of the specialty of it. Yeah.
My one criticism of it would be the service. And I don't know if it was because it was trivia night, maybe they were a little overwhelmed, but our service wasn't really that great.
she couldn't hear.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, she could not hear. To try and get a Coke and a sweet tea, at least on 3 or maybe 4 attempts.
Walked right
and
by.
Finally got her attention. And then it seemed like it took a while to get the check even after the fact. Yeah. And then she finally came back and picked it up. And I mean, she was nice, but at the same time, it's almost like they're overwhelmed on a Thursday night trivia. And that's kind of a little concerning because they might need more people if she's the only one running around the whole floor. Yeah, so that would definitely hinder the score. My point. The way I've been grading it on a scale of 1 to 10, service, atmosphere, value, and food. So we're recording this right now. I haven't sat down and done the math, but I'm thinking overall, I'm probably leaning somewhere in the 5 to 5.5 out of 10 range. It's good. Yeah, I would probably even give it, I don't know, I'm probably like that. I'd probably say about a 6. I mean, overall, the chicken tenders are chicken tenders, so you can always get something else, and I have had something else, so I know it's good. Yeah. And like I said, the service wasn't awful, but we didn't really even order anything that difficult. Yeah. And she thought there were grilled tomatoes. That is true, yeah. I don't know whether to give points or take away points. So, but yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I know that I feel like that 5 seems a little low for as much as you enjoyed your wings, but well, you got to think. You're trying to calculate everything. Yeah, trying to weigh everything. I will say this: I think it's definitely a place that I would go back to. Yeah. So I mean, that's the really only compliment I can give it is that it didn't scare me off like we've gone to some others and it's kind of like no, you can find better somewhere else. Yeah. This one fits. It has its niche, and everybody that is there seems to really like it, enjoy it, and they try to do different stuff, and, kudos to them. Yep. All right. Well, that is the official Sobros Network review of Cats in Mount Juliet. I am Stoney Keeley. This is Brandon Vick. We are Sobros Network. Thank you for tuning in.